Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning, students. I hope that you all were good and fine at your home. In the previous session of second chapter in Organization of Commerce of Standard 12, we studied the principles of scientific management presented by Frederick Winslow Taylor. And now today we are going to study the another principles of management with another great scholar, with another management guru, whose name is Henry Fayol. What is his name? Henry Fayol. So today we are going to study the principles of management by Henry Fayol. Let me introduce the Henry Fayol. Who is this fellow? So Henry Fayol was a French engineer as well as an industrialist. Belongs to France, and that's why we can say he is a French engineer and also very well known industrialist. He has written one book in the year 1961, and the name of this book is Industrial and General Management. What is the name of the book? Industrial and General Management. This book he has written in the year 1961. In which year, beta? 1961. This will be coming 1 mark whether in MCQ or section B, answering 1 or 2 sentences. Now, in this book, he has divided industrial units into 6 parts. How many parts, beta? 6 parts. And these 6 parts I am mentioning over here. The first one is technical activities. Second part is commercial activities. Third part is financial activities. Fourth part is safety activities. Fifth part is accounting activities. And fifth part is accounting activity, and sixth number is management activity. You should not write in detail. You have to remember these parts only. So he distributed 6 parts, industrial unit, he divided into different 6 parts, and these 6 parts are there in front of you. So this is all about Henry Fayol. Once again I repeat, French engineer and industrialist, and he has written one book, Industrial and General Management, in the year 1961, and divided industrial units into total 6 parts. Now my dear friend, moving on to the next segment of this topic, and this segment is Henry Fayol's principle of management. Only word you have to remember, Henry Fayol's principle of management. In Frederick Taylor, principles of scientific management, and in Henry Fayol, only principles of management. Now here, this question will come in approximately 5 mark in your section E also. Okay, so this is a long answer. Total 14 principles are given. How many principles, beta? 14 principles are given by Henry Fayol. Let us discuss it one by one. The first principle is division of work. Actually, division of work means to distribute the work among different departments, and on the basis of this we can do the production in perfect and precise manner. So quality and quantity both should be maintained with the principle called division of work, right? Second principle is authority and responsibility. So as per the skill, qualification and the expertise of the worker, we are providing different authorities to the worker. And as you know, earlier I told you, okay, with authority you will get responsibility at free of cost. If I make a monitor to any student of the class and he become the monitor, I made him the monitor, that is his authority. But to mind the class is his responsibility. So if we are providing who will do the work, what work, when to do the work, in which manner, so this is called the proper authority and responsibility, and due to that duplication of work is not possible, right? Third is discipline. So discipline is universal, we can say. Discipline is needed in each and every part, whether it is your education, whether it is your job or your profession. Everywhere discipline is necessary, and discipline is only possible with the help of control. And in proper control on different kind of activities and purposes, then discipline is automatically maintained. So business environment, strictness of the superior officer maintains the element of discipline, and discipline definitely reached us to the goal of our business. After the discipline, unity of command, my dear friends. And what is unity of command? The order passed from one place and followed by one or two or three people. But this order should be followed in perfect and proper manner. फिर ऐसा नहीं बेटा ऑर्डर देने वाले 10 लोग, काम करने वाले 10 लोग, so that order will be disturbed. Clash of orders will be there. But due to unity of command, the work is done in a perfect and systematic manner. So this one is your fourth principle. Then fifth is unity of direction. If for example any movie is there, one director is there, so he will give whatever direction and orders. As per his orders and direction, proper scenes have been performed. In the same manner, in business also we have main director, and as per their orders, the workers are doing the work in a perfect and easy manner. So direction may be, unity is necessary. Then subordinate of individual interest to the general interest, right? Here I will explain you. If you are working in any company, right? And when you are working, so you should think about company first, then about yourself, right? If marker pens are, if your duty is in any general departmental store, you are in sales department, and वहाँ पे बहुत सारे महंगे महंगे पार्ट्स होंगे, महंगी महंगी चीजें होगी. अरे इवन उधर की आप एक पेंसिल भी जेब में लेके घर पे जाओगे, तो फर्स्ट इट इज योर लॉस, नॉट द कंपनीज लॉस, राइट? So to upbring and to develop any of the enterprise or any of the business unit, you should not think about yourself. First, you should think about the interest of this company, the upliftment of this company. Otherwise, what happens? If you do any kind of cheated work in the company, then the company collapses, the company disturbed, and what happens? You should compulsorily leave your job. But if you think about company, then after your interest, first think about the company's interest and then after individual interest, so that that firm develops very well and reached at the highest peak in the competition, right? So subordinate of subject of individual interest, the individual interest second and company interest or general interest should be first. Then 7th point is remuneration of personnel. Now personnel. In remuneration, wages and salary both are included, but here personnel means professional people like chartered accountant, MBA, MCA person, managing director, chief executive officer. They were known as personnel, right? And they are very knowledgeable people. They all are scholar people. So if we want to keep them in the company in a constant manner, then what we should do? We should give him salary in a systematic manner, at perfect date wise, date to date, monthly systematic salary we should give to them, so that the labor turnover rate or workers turnover rate or officers turnover rate should be reduced, right? So this is called remuneration of personnel. Then after 8 number point is centralization. Centralization of work means कि भाई एक ही person is giving the order and the whole order is followed throughout the company. That is called the centralization. And with the help of centralization, no disturbance of task will be there and the work done in a perfect and easy manner. After this, 9 number point is scalar change. I am giving you the example that in your childhood or right now also you are riding your bicycle, right? And bicycle is running with a pedal, but pedals can run only with the chain. Okay? और चेन एक ऐसी चीज है जिसमें से एक भी हुक निकल जाए तो पूरी चेन डिस्टर्ब, आपकी साइकिल चलना बंद. So in the same manner, if I say कि in business unit also each and every department connected like a chain with each other, and if any department remains aloof or lonely or idle, then what happen? The whole business and its contact will be in a problematic manner, so that each and every business, each and every department of the business should connected with each other like a scalar chain. Then order. So here order means not the order passed by superior, but here order means work should be run in a systematic manner, in a timely manner, in a perfect manner. So this is also our 10 number principle. Then equality, right? So in equality, if I say whether workers are there, peons are there, managers are there, superior officers are there, but for them rules means rules, we should treat them in a proper and equal manner. So that is called the equality. Then stability of personal tenure. It means tenure means to remain in the company for long time, to stay them in the company for long time in business enterprise. And when the personal or professional people stable and doing the work in a long time, so for that we should provide them proper facility, like canteen facility, proper office should be there. Then after uniform is there, canteen system, ventilation, this all facilities we should give them. And especially one most important thing, that is vitamin M, means money, means salary, we should give them as per their work. Then the turnover rate should be reduced and personnel remains as it is in your company. And the ancient and the old the personnel are there, the more goodwill for this company should be there. 13 number is, we can say, initiative. इनिशिएटिव मतलब कोई भी काम की शुरुआत करना. तो एक सिंपल एग्जांपल दूं कि क्लासरूम के अंदर सर ने कोई क्वेश्चन पूछा कि व्हाट इज मैनेजमेंट, तो बच्चे एक दूसरे के सामने देखेंगे, फिर 2-3 बच्चे फिंगर रेज करेंगे, यस सर क्लास में से. फिर वो एक बच्चा मैनेजमेंट की डेफिनेशन देगा, फिर सर बोलेंगे ओके बेटा यू आर राइट, और जैसे उसने यू आर राइट बोला तो दूसरी 15 फिंगर ऐसे खड़ी हो जाएगी, राइट. तो इनिशिएटिव किसने किया? उस स्टूडेंट ने, और इनिशिएटिव किया तो वो सबसे अव्वल रहा. तो इन बिजनेस ऑल्सो, इफ यू वांट टू लॉन्च एनी न्यू प्रोडक्ट इन द मार्केट, so you should take the risk and you should do the initiative of that particular task. And if you do the initiative and if that product runs in the market, then profit should increase. Then last word is 14, esprit de corps. Henry Fayol is a French industrialist and this is a French word, right? Esprit de corps, and its translation in English is feeling of oneness. हम सब एक है. Harmony, sweet relationship, coordination and cooperation is also the aim, is also the principle of management by Henry Fayol. So my dear friend, these are the total 14 principles which are given by Henry Fayol. अब एक जो पुरानी टेक्स्ट बुक थी बेटा, उसमें फ्रेडरिक टेलर को फादर ऑफ साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट कहा जाता था और न्यू टेक्स्ट बुक में भी उसी को फादर ऑफ साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट कहा है. लेकिन फॉर हेनरी फ्यूअल सम चेंजेस आर देयर. इन द ओल्ड टेक्स्ट बुक वी टोल्ड दैट कि भाई हेनरी फ्यूअल इज नोन एज फादर ऑफ मॉडर्न मैनेजमेंट, राइट? बट हियर नो, नॉट हेनरी फ्यूअल. हियर one new person, new scholar, new management expert whose name is Peter F. Drucker. What is his name? Peter F. Drucker. And Peter F. Drucker is known as father of modern management. Now not Henry Fayol, but Peter F. Drucker is known as the father of modern management. So new short note, and this one is the last page of your textbook and last short note of your textbook. This will also come in 2 to 3 marks in board exam, right? Let us see. Contribution of P.F. Drucker in the field of management. So who is Peter F. Drucker? Born in 1909 and died in 2005. He was a very well-known writer, philosopher, and also an educator, and he has launched new methods, new techniques into the business organization, and this new method arise because of the term called globalization. Due to globalization, he is thinking a new method should be established, and he give importance to only living things, not the machinery and all these things, but he has given importance to humans. And he believed that humans are assets for the business, property for the business. And he has given one new theory, new idea, and that is management by objectives, right? And we can, in short, we'll write MBO, and that is management by objective. And in this management by objective, he is only thinking about human element, feeling, emotion, oneness, harmony, and all these things he has introduced into it. And he also put emphasis, and he also take the help of human resource management. This term he launched it. Then he also put a stress on marketing management, and as well as something he think about the workers. So for that he established stress management also. And if I don't forget to say, earlier I discussed that Peter F. Drucker is known as father of modern management, not Henry Fayol, my dear friends. So this is all about your second chapter, Principles of Management. So we have finished 2 chapters of Standard 12th of Organization of Commerce. First is nature and importance of management, and second is principles of management. These 2 chapters will come in your unit test, right, which will be there on 29th of July. So be prepared for it and do this homework in your notebook and send it to the WhatsApp number. Thank you, my dear student. Tata, bye bye.